Ways to Settle Disputes, an educational film from the NRA. Not only the president of Union College, but the chancellor of Union University. But when they went to war, he finally had to pick a side. What is Eddie holding in his hand? Wrong answers only, please.
Here come Alice and Jerry and Eddie on their way to school. Uh-oh, what does Alice see?
Some bad shit is going down. I'll kill you! You're dead! You hear me? Dead! It's a tricycle jacking.
Disputing over who should ride the tricycle certainly spoils their play. It isn't any fun, and besides, it's dangerous.
Why are there
Someone
Cinnabite puzzle boxes on there instead of foot pedals?
Just think, all this time they could be having fun on the tricycle. Yes, it's better to settle our disagreements quickly.
Please, this fights James us all.
And so Eddie offers to help settle this one.
J'accuse.
But he wants the tricycle all to himself.
I shall cut the tricycle in half.
Eddie, that they share the tricycle.
The lamest way to enjoy a trike. Thanks for nothing, Eddie.
That's certainly more fun than disputing over it, isn't it?
Another case of the woman doing all the work.
We call this way of settling a dispute a compromise.
But it's spelled compromise.
That's when neither has his own way entirely. They both give in a little and share the bike. And here's another way to compromise. Take turns driving.
Promise me you won't fart. Never!
Often, as we play or work together, we have to compromise to settle some of our disputes. But did you know that there are different kinds of disputes and different ways to settle them?
People fight over things other than tricycles?
Let's watch for them as we go on to school.
Hey, you kids on the tricycle, look out!
On the school grounds, Eddie and Jerry rush off to play ball. And Alice goes to play jump rope with the others.
Have fun conforming to gender stereotypes.
She doesn't try to break up the game. She shares and waits her turn. Compromises are one way to settle some disputes quickly and fairly and prevent other disputes starting, such as who shall drink first at the fountain.
Oh dear. We're 4 years away from Brown versus Board of Education, aren't we?
Meanwhile, Jerry and Eddie are playing work-up baseball. Oh, Bill really hit that one. Good catch, Jerry. And the rule is, Jerry gets to bat next.
Now they can call me Batman!
And Bill changes places with Jerry in the field. So Bill wants to use Jerry's new glove. But Jerry won't let him.
Wait a minute. Is this like Gerald McBoing Boing? They only speak in sounds? And for these reasons and more, I don't feel comfortable with you using my mitt. Says your old man! Why, I oughta...
How would you settle this dispute? Well, the glove belongs to Jerry, so he can share it or not as he likes. Since Jerry's glove is just new, we can't blame Jerry now.
See?
Later,
the narrator's
when the
on
glove
my
is not so
side.
new, he'll probably agree to share the glove. The bat and ball, though, belong to the school, so we all do share them. That's the rule. So here's another way to settle some kinds of disputes. Obey the rules.
The early works of Saul Bass.
There are rules about common property we share, such as the ball and bat, and rules about personal property, such as Jerry's glove. There are rules for playing games, and many other kinds of rules. If we know and obey the rules, many disputes can be settled quickly and fairly.
Well, Donald Trump will put an end to that.
It's the rule that this part of the playground is for the little folks only.
Leprechauns?
So if we all obey the rules, we won't have many disputes.
Not over something this boring.
There's a rule that all bicycles should be put away in these racks. And obeying this rule will help prevent disputes.
How?
And when it's time to go into school, there are rules about which doors to use and which way to go inside. Rules are planned to help us prevent problems and disputes.
Notice the bars over the windows? Probably a Montessori school.
There's another kind of dispute that can be settled in another way, like this.
With accusations and violence.
That's mine, Uncle. You stole it. I did not give it back. Wait a minute, Alice. Are you sure you didn't leave your notebook in your desk?
An obvious forgery.
I'm sorry, Harold. I made a mistake. That's all right. I got mine yesterday.
What caused this dispute?
They're in love.
It happened because Alice didn't have all the facts. We need to find the facts.
Why are the kids
Alice's
drawn so poorly,
notebook was
but the
in her
notebooks are
desk.
super accurate?
And Harold has a new notebook just like hers. These facts are all that are needed to settle the dispute. So let's remember to find the facts.
Find the facts.
Sometimes we have to hunt for the facts. This way.
Miss Williams, what's the bandersnatch? A what? A bandersnatch. There isn't any such thing. There isn't even any such word. There is too. It's in a poem I read. Miss Williams, isn't there such a word?
No,
Where do you
stupid.
think you could find out?
We could look it up in the dictionary. Yes, let's.
Jerry and Betty don't need to argue. They can easily find out who is right.
Hint, the white male.
Find the facts, and you can settle the dispute.
Bandersnatch. A fabulous animal in Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. See? That's where I read about it.
That's not a definition, it's a reference. Bah!
Does that mean it isn't a real animal? Just a made-up one?
In this case, yes.
There is such a word.
It does help to find the facts.
Morning. I want you to start thinking about choosing a representative for the playground committee.
It's a ceremonial role, but it looks good on college applications.
The committee will help decide what kinds of equipment to buy and what safety rules to make for the playground. Now, we must choose someone to represent our class on that committee.
Oh, down the hall. Remember to flush.
I think Jerry, because he can play baseball like anything. And besides, he's got a new baseball glove. Yeah, Jerry's a good choice. We want someone who knows a lot about games.
Hideo Kojima?
That doesn't matter so much. We want someone who gets along with people. So I think it should be Eddie. Eddie knows how to settle arguments. He can play baseball pretty well, too. Let's put Eddie on the committee.
Way too enthused. Cheretti! Edry!
Wait a minute. How shall we choose our representative? How shall we settle this?
How can this dispute be settled?
Pistols at dawn.
Well, we know some different ways of settling disputes. Will one of them help here?
Boy, the air really went out of the room there.
A compromise helps settle some disputes. Each person gives in a little bit, and then both can have part of what they wanted.
That way no one is
But
satisfied.
how would a compromise help choose between Eddie and Jerry? They can't both be on the committee, and they can't take turns. No, that won't help.
There's no way to settle this. Oh,
Obey the
violence!
rules. Well, some disputes can be settled this way. But the only rule to follow in choosing a representative is to choose the best person for the job. Who is best? How can we decide?
Is there a lice infestation going
What
around?
about finding the facts? That's often a good way to settle disputes. But we need more than the facts here. Jerry knows more about games.
He's cracking
and
under
Eddie
pressure.
knows more about getting along with people. But which one should we choose? We need a different way to settle this problem.
Young Esmeralda was inspired to invent rock, paper, scissors.
I have an idea, Miss Williams. We want either Jerry or Eddie to be on the committee. You tell us which one you think it should be, and he'll be the one.
Passing the
Well,
buck,
I
that's
could
your
do
big
that.
plan?
Sometimes we do use a judge or arbiter or an umpire to give us his opinion and settle questions that way.
Why is Harry Potter doing the
But
hustle?
don't you think everyone should help choose our representative?
Oh, you mean an election. Let's vote for the one.
Yeah, thanks, Tracy Flick.
There we are. That's a good idea.
Yeah, elections are great. Just ask Kamala
Alice
Harris.
and Betty will count the votes in the election to find the opinion of the class. Often we need to find opinions to settle
Ah, come
our
on, enough with the graphics.
Sometimes you'll want the opinion of some expert or judge. Sometimes you'll want to take a vote to get the opinion of the whole group. Finding opinions is the way we settle many important questions. That's the way we'll settle this question.
Cross me again, you understand me? You're dead. Oh,
Now let's see. Jerry gets 12 votes. And Eddie?
hands up if you enjoy Geek-Riffs. Oh, it's a sweep.
15 votes. Eddie wins. So he's elected to be on the playground committee. And look, this dispute was settled fairly, and so Jerry and Eddie are still good friends, just as they always were.
That doesn't seem like a
It's
class of
worthwhile
27
to
people.
know many ways to settle disputes.
Jerry would later try to incite a riot to keep himself on the playground committee, only to find himself reappointed 4 years later. How crazy is that?